What's going on, YouTube? It is the day after the zone opened and the fights are over. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in the fights. Obviously, as you can see, Earth Zone has been completely dealt with. They are now getting in the process of being locked into the Earth or Zone 4. Now, obviously, they'll build into these zones. They're already starting to collect the passes, and they'll eventually build to these bastions and get everything, basically. Now, Water Camp still has a little bit of territory, but basically, nothing's going on over here. There's no defense. Looks like there's just some duels happening. I don't even know what's happening over here. But yeah, there's not much action in Water Camp either. And the whole zone lasted roughly, I would say maybe 10 to 11 hours. And that is including us fighting Earth Camp, and then I teleported down to Water Camp. But the Water Camp fight was basically over after we finished up Earth Camp, because then they gave up after. So that is the gist of what happened. I'm gonna have some fighting footage in the background. Enjoy while I yap about my stats and some of the leaderboards. Starting off, let's take a look at the battle list. There are two battle lists, obviously. This is the top battle list. We got Let, Sagroth, Odinson, Salty Prime, Jelen, Daddy Anu, Dead or Alive, Mini Buns, Ja Evil, and Poe. I landed in around 71st with 86 million, and this is pretty much the extent of my fighting. If we go to the Water Camp list, you'll see I didn't fight that much there. I got 86 million KP in this zone, basically. I think it was added up to like 120 million, because you do get some KP before the battle flag pops up, but it was pretty disappointing performance by me. Now, I do have some excuses. Do I want to use them? Kind of. This is the first fight I've ever stacked. I was trying out stacking, and I was kind of running it down for a couple ball fights until I got it down, and then even when I got it down, I was still not very good at it. So stacking is probably one of the main reasons why my KP wasn't as high as it normally should. Now, do I regret stacking? No. Also, running some army groups, and army groups are so much fun, guys. There's this new feature they added. We can control other players' marches. I basically was a Kraken for part of the zone. I had 9 marches. I was running around. I was bullying people. It was amazing. It was super fun. You definitely got to try out these army groups in your KVKs and let me know how they go, because they are a blast, guys. Now let's take a look at the other zone leaderboard. This is the Water Camp zone, and Hallex was actually first, 346 million. We have Iggy Prime with 208, Pupsic with 206, Lil Ducky 203, Nalu 199, Gambo with 189, Pella with 180, Mashiro with 177, Watts with 176, and Firkin with 175. And I got around 14 to 15 million KP in this zone. And as I said before, I teleported down at the very end, and we just got a little bit at the end. It was basically just me getting cheeseburgered, that KP. But I got some decent reports when they were actually fighting us. Now, I am a little bit disappointed about the zone. I thought it was going to last longer. As you guys know, the zone lasted, I don't even know, like 10 hours. And I was ready to go for like a 24-hour stream. I was still had so much energy. The zone ended around like 8 p.m. US East. So I was still good to go, because it's only 8 p.m. for me. I could have gone to like 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. But that is beside the point. Regardless, I think it was a fun zone fight. I wish there was more ball fighting. What actually happened in the zone was they realized that they couldn't hold the field against us, which is fair. They turned to cheeseburgering and city hopping, which I honestly don't blame them at all. I do that too. Literally, when you can't hold the field, there's not much you can do. So what you have to do is just do cheeseburger and city hopping. So completely fair play to them. I'm not upset about that. But obviously they couldn't hold the field, so a lot of the fights actually turned into rally garrisons. I'm going to quickly hop back to my account, and let's show you guys my dead count. I have 417,000 deads, and now this might not look like a lot to you. Obviously there's a lot of big players that watch me, but this is a lot of deads for an account like mine. I'll quickly look at my troop count after this, and I'll show you why this is a bit of an issue. But we also spent 2.3 billion resources, which was less than I thought. I thought I would have to enter my bag in this zone. I don't have to enter my bag, which is good. I honestly didn't get drained that much besides the troop count, and we took a total of 52 million kingdom deaths. Now, I also thought this number was going to be higher. Part of the reason why I think Earth and Water Camp wanted to fight these Zone 5s instead of not fighting them was obviously it's more fun. Second reason I think is to drain our kingdom. And I do think they could have lasted longer in the zone and tried to drain us more, whether it's just filling or doing rallies on ours. I don't know. They could have done more probably, and this is less deads than I thought, but it's still a lot of deads. And in past 7 and Kingsland, if we run out of troops and we can't fill or rally or swarm things, we are going to be in a world of trouble. So I think I'm going to have to train some more troops, but let's take a look at my troop count first. Alright, so this is my troop count after the zone. My hospital is fully healed. I'm sitting at 600,000 infantry, 470,000 cav, and 490,000 archers. Now, as you guys know, before the zone started, I said I did not want to drop under 500,000 of each troop type, because that's basically what you need to run a field and not have to heal your hospital. 500,000 is a pretty good standpoint. Now, I did drop under 500,000. That was from rallies. I ended up doing some garrisons. I joined some garrisons. I ended up doing a little bit of swarming on some flags. And don't worry, the swarms traded pretty good. I think I got like maybe 5,000 deads and dealt 33,000 deads. I don't have the reports on me. I should have saved them. But the swarms did pretty good. If you go through my live stream, you could probably find them. Now, what I will end up doing is I think I've come to the conclusion that I had to spend a ton of speed ups. Now, the reason why I didn't want to spend speed ups on training troops is because I'm kind of in potential pushing Zenith territory. I'm at 1,300 days. Universal Zenith is in what, 9 months? If I can save speed ups and be conservative with them and not train useless troops, I could probably push a Zenith. Now, that would be awesome. Would love a Zenith skin, but what's more important is winning this KVK. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll probably use like maybe 100 to 200 days over the next couple days before past 7, and we'll maybe wait for an event. We'll do it smartly, you know, through bashing quests or this and that, and we will train more troops. We'll upgrade all their T4s first, and then we might even train some additional troops on top of that, just so I can be able to kill more troops off in this KVK. I realized that my troop count's not going to be good enough. We also had a huge problem with filling in our KVK. If you guys were watching the live stream, you guys obviously couldn't hear the war lead, but the war leads were pretty upset about people not filling. Everyone was walking around on the field. Obviously, I was hopping in rallies because they were getting low, and even though I didn't want to take deads, it was necessary. So we ended up taking a lot of deads. Now going forward, I hope that more people in our kingdom can take bigger brunt of deads. Now, it's not even trying to push the blame onto them or do anything like that. It's just that I really cannot take many field deads. After I upgrade all these T4s, I'll be able to take a lot of infantry deads, but these archers and the cav deads, I really can't take that much, or I would not be able to field. And I do think my marchers have more value on the field than me just killing all my troops off in rally garrisons. Obviously, I have speed ups and resources to fight. I'm not a big whale. I'm not a big kraken. I don't have a lot of power. I don't have a lot of troops. It's going to be hard for me to make an impact on that side of the field or at that side of the game, because I don't spend enough to be able to have enough troops to be like a crazy fighter and do all this and that. But I hope that maybe with the training upgrades, I mean, we did a lot of infantry rallies, and hopefully I'll be able to make an impact on that side of things. Now, for deads, I do have a goal. I want to hit 1 to 2 million deads. My highest dead count ever was last KVK, and I got 2 million deads. But 2 million deads was including 500,000 T1 siege, so I got 1.5 million deads. So I had 1.5 million T4 and higher troops dead, is what I'm trying to say. So if we can beat that, I'll be really happy. My second goal is to hit 1 billion KP, and I honestly don't think it's going to happen. And the reason is, I only gained 120 million in 12 hours of fighting with 3 marches. I feel like I was not getting that much KP. You know, obviously I had a pretty bad teleport spot. What I was hoping would happen is people would log off and go to bed, and I would stay on, because, I mean, obviously I was trying to do a 24-hour live stream, and I mean, not everyone's live streaming. People got jobs, excuse my language, but they got school, and I was pretty free, so I could keep fighting the whole time. But it didn't end up being that way. It didn't work out that way, and that fighting was pretty short. Anyways, that's basically a summary of the zone fight. Hopefully I explained it good, and it made sense with my concerns and stuff. Obviously, we got more to do. We got past 7, we got altars, we got Kingsland. I'm praying for some insane fights in past 7 altars in Kingsland. If I don't get good fights, I'm not going to get 1 billion KP. So I really need some field fighting. I need field fighting. Field fighting gives you the KP. And basically, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for some more fighting updates or things about this KVK, because I got some video ideas to make. And I don't want to spoil too much, but stay tuned for those. Subscribe if you're interested in those, and like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!